acts of hate in the United States is at an all-time high today. The penalties at an all-time low. We can't help but feel unsafe in the world we live in today. We need to make sure that crimes don't go unpunished and ensure the safety of our community and our citizens. Did you know that in 2014 we had a total of 6,418 hate crimes reported to the FBI, which left 6,727 people dead? Of these offenses, over half were racially motivated, and a fourth of them were gender related. I've been reading multiple reports on the FBI website and have reviewed the crime rates, and after doing my research, I found that the punishment for the hate crimes are not enough. Hate crimes happen every day in some form, and they either don't go reported because victims are scared, or the punishment is not proper. We have been sure that these criminals get the maximum punishment. Any crime motivated by a bias against a person or a group based on their ethnicity, gender identity, sexual preference, religion, or any other characteristic is categorized as a hate crime. These crimes can either be committed against an individual or their property. Hate crimes are often the result of someone finding out about another's personal sexual preference or seeing that someone's race is different from their own. Hate crimes are just that, violence brought on by an individual due to hate toward that individual or characters of that person. Now that we know what a hate crime is, what exactly are the penalties for these crimes? There are state and federal laws that prohibit hate crimes. However, proving a motive or a bias will increase the penalties. These laws vary from state to state. The United States Supreme Court decided that it was legal to increase the penalties for hate crimes, and by doing this, it does not violate the constitutional rights of the violators. Federal citizen rights violations can carry stiff penalties. Violators that result in bodily injury are punishable by up to 10 years in federal prison. If death results, then the crime is punishable by death penalty or life imprisonment. Now that we know what type of penalties are given for these hate crimes, what can we do to increase them? We as a country need to make sure that we protect our loved ones by making sure that these crimes do not go unpunished. Because these penalties vary from state to state, we need to write our legislators and let them know that we are not safe and that we need these crimes need stiffer punishments to set examples, to let everyone know that we will not tolerate this type of hate in our state. I feel like if we all did this, our politicians would listen and make the necessary changes to make our state a safe haven for us and welcoming others into our state, expanding our citizens, which will create jobs and more revenue for our state. Since we know that we can do something about it, we definitely should. I would like to encourage everyone to write to our state legislature and lawmakers to let them know that we want stiffer punishment for hate crimes to make our state safer and more attractive to visitors and possibly new homesteaders. Make this just one more great thing and make it more attractive for our state and draw in more citizens. Hate crimes are crimes that are committed against someone based on their characteristics or beliefs such as skin color, religion, sexual preferences, or even something as small as who you may have voted for in the election. Our penalties here in the United States of America are not enough to set an example for those that will not tolerate the crimes of our country. We need to do something about it. We have to protect our families and our country from this horrible thing. What would you do if something like this happened to your loved ones or your family? Would that be enough to make you want to take action and get the penalties stiffer for our country to remain the home of the free and the land of the brave?